Jai, the day of reckoning is almost upon us. But today we've had some big news. You've had to vacate the IBF title. First and foremost, how are you feeling about it?
It is what it is. You know, I'm just focused on the fight. You know, I'm looking forward to putting on a good show. I just cannot wait to get in the ring. You know what I mean? It's all outside noise, and it's also just fuel on the fire. You know what I mean? It makes me want to perform even better.
Thing is, all roads lead to you anyway. You are the Ring Magazine world champion, the #1 in the division, the king of the cruiserweights. So what is your message to all your rivals out there at the moment?
Hey, I feel like I'm the motivation to my rivals, you know what I mean? I'm working hard, I'm doing what I got to do. You know, anyone they put me up against, that's who I got to beat. You know, I'm focused on my own journey, I'm not worried about them. You know, we're just ready for business.
Anyone who knows your story knows how hard you fought for those titles and how much the IBF meant to you and what you had to do to keep that belt. So, a bit of an unusual one where Bradis, who was the mandatory, wasn't available because he's injured. You're an active fighter. We've asked Matchroom, Tasman fighters, Queensbury, Wasserman, and yet the IBF have still ruled that you can't defend the title. It must be really frustrating.
It is frustrating, man, and it's not even the fight, it's the after the fight, you know. It was the 4 months of eating through a straw, which was the hardest part, you know what I mean, the recovery. But hey, it is what it is, you know what I mean. We just got to focus on our own job. We've got to keep fighting, keep training, keep winning, and then it'll come back. You know, I'm just getting started in this whole international stuff, you know what I mean. I've only had 2 fights, one to win the belt and one to defending it. You know what I mean? And I'm already here on one of the biggest stages in boxing history. So, you know, we're heading in the right path.
You've earned your place here though, haven't you, Jai? I mean,
definitely.
Like, the reason you're here is because you impressed everyone so much. Obviously that Wembley show where you dismantled Jordan Thompson, you know, and it was such a brutal display, but also a reminder of where you're heading in this division. You want to be undisputed. You want to be the main man in the whole world here, don't you?
Definitely, man. You know, I feel like we've definitely earned our spot on this card. It's been a rough journey, you know what I mean? It's been a roller coaster to get to where we are, but we are here. You know, there's people who've been trying to hold us back. You know, we've gone against the grain, but it is what it is. You know, we're just getting started on this shit. You know, we've got so much more to, you know, achieve in this game. You know, we're flying the flags very proudly, the Australian flag, the Samoan flag. You know, it's not very heard of around these neck of the woods, you know what I mean? But we're making it happen. We're at the front line for those sort of people, so I'm proud.
You should be proud as well. I mean, you've already had a remarkable sort of tale in this sport. Still many chapters to write yet, and it starts obviously this Saturday. 6 days out, you face Ellis Zoro. How's camp been for you so far, mate?
Camp's been good, man. It's been hard. You know, we get in the trenches, deep waters every day. I just cannot wait to get in the ring. You know what I mean? We're fighting on Christmas Eve, straight on the plane, fly straight home, see the family for Christmas. You know, this is what we're here to do. We're here to get a job done, so I just can't wait to get it done.
That's it, obviously, first and foremost, got to get the job done on Saturday.
Yeah.
But next year, what are your targets? What are you really looking to get, and who do you want to fight?
Man, we just sit down with the team and we'll plan it out. You know what I mean? I take one fight at a time. I'm not looking past Zorro. You know, I'm expecting a hard fight. You know, I'm expecting a version of Zorro I haven't seen yet because he's going to have to pick it up. And, you know, I'm sure he's training hard and this is his chance to become a world champion. You know what I mean? We're fighting for the Rings Magazine championship, so it's a big fight. But yeah, I'm just focused, man. I just want to get this fight done. You know what I mean? I just want to get in the ring and punch on. So.
Of course, and obviously today's news, has that given you extra sort of fire in your belly to sort of make an even bigger statement on Saturday?
Definitely. The whole journey to getting to this process has just been, you know, frustrating, but also motivating. You know what I mean? I feel like people are working against us. So we just got to show them who the best is again next Saturday.
And looking ahead to the card as well, some massive fights on there as well. It's probably one of the biggest cards ever staged in boxing history. Looking further at the card, you've got Dmitry Bivol, who fights Lyndon Arthur, and obviously Anthony Joshua in the main event against Otto Wallin. What are your thoughts on those fights in particular?
To be honest, I don't even think about their fights. You know, they go on their journey, I'm on my journey. You know, I've got a role to play on this card, and I'm just making sure I do my job. You know what I mean? We're here on the biggest, like you said, the biggest boxing card in history. So we've got to live up to the expectations and put all that hard work to use. You know, I'm pumped, I'm ready. Like you said, I've earned my spot here. Didn't happen by accident. And we just go out and we do what we do. We fight hard, we fight smart, and we get our hands raised at the end of the fight.
Your social media has gone off this morning. Have you had any sort of big messages from anybody in particular that's sort of wishing you well and sort of cheering you on for Saturday?
And I haven't been really focused on that. You know, I am just locked in on Ellis Zoro. You know what I mean? I'm here to do a job, and I'm not happy till that job is done.
Yeah. Lastly, Jaya, the world is going to tune in on Saturday, but why should they? Why should they purchase DAZN pay-per-view to watch the Day of Reckoning?
The Day of Reckoning is, I believe, the biggest boxing card in history. You know what I mean? Every single fighter on that card has earned the respect. It's not one of those, you know, cross-platform fights where, you know, people get confused with that showbiz and the boxing. You know what I mean? They're two different things. People sell fights with their mouth, but this fight is sold purely off the boxers and the names that are on the card. You know what I mean? I'm honoured to be a part of the card. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to taking part.
We're excited to see it happen, mate. The King of the Cruiserweights live in action this Saturday against Ellis Zoro.
Keen, bro. Thank you.